You know, a few years ago, I guess about 35 years ago now, this buddy of mine, he said, you know, best thing about a car show is at the end where they all crank up and drive away, because then you get to see them moving around. You know, that's the best part. And I thought about that for a lot of years. And, you know, he's absolutely right. You know, most car shows you go to, well, all the cars are just sitting around like big dead whales washed up on the beach. Most of them got big signs on them says, do not touch, you know, and they just sitting there like statues or something. And, you know, to be honest with you, that's about as boring as being in a museum. And most people that are into hot rod cars are not much into being in a museum. I mean, they like to get out there and drive them hot rod cars, or they like to get out there and ride around in them, or at least watch them driving around. I mean, the movement, that's what it's all about. Transportation, motivation, getting on out there and getting with it. So anyway, I agree with what my buddy said, and I've been thinking that we need to come up with a new kind of car show. Not a car show where all the cars sit around, but a car show where all the cars do something, move around, make some transportation and stuff like that. So here's what I come up with. I come up with this idea that people could come to a car show and they could hang a coffee can on the side of their car, and you could come up and you could put a donation in that coffee can, and the guy that owned the car take you for a ride. And if you like the ride, you might put another donation in there and get another ride. And if you don't like it, you might pick somebody else's car. And by the end of the show, the guy that had the most money in his coffee can would win. And it wouldn't be based on who had the prettiest car there. It'd be based on who people liked enough to pay money to get to ride around in. And then if they took all that money and they put it in a pot and they gave it to somebody that really needed money a whole lot, well, that'd be a cool fundraiser. It'd be a way for people to get to ride around in cars. It'd be a way for people to get to see cars motivating around. It'd be a way for guys that own the cars to get to drive their cars. I mean, how much cooler would that be? So that was my idea, and I put it out there. And not much happened. You know, a lot of people said, hey, that's a cool idea. And I said, yeah, you want to do it? And they said, well, I mean, you know, yeah, we'd like to, but why don't you do it? And I'm saying, no, I don't want to do it. I want to go to a show like that. I want to be a part of something like that. I don't want to organize it and have to hire the guy that sells the hot dogs and takes the tickets at the gate and keeps everybody from getting into fights, you know, over their cars and who rides in what. I just want to go. So anyway, time passed, and I was talking to this guy I go to church with. Well, he just happens to be some kind of a representative down at the local fairground just around the corner from my house. And it turns out this fairground's got a big old bunch of space, and they got a racetrack on the fairground. It's a horse racing track, and we was talking about this, and he said, well, you know, the fairground needs to do stuff that's supportive of the community to sort of justify its existence. Otherwise, we're just wasting space. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. And he said, you know, I like your idea. Why don't you do that? And I said, no, I don't want to do it. I want somebody else to do it. I just want to go. And I said, well, what if, you know, we got people to come to a car show, and what if they went out and raced, you know, drove around the racetrack a few times? They could get a little video of the cars out there kicking up a little dust, you know. It could be awful fun. He said, yeah, that'd be fine, as long as we got somebody with a tractor to come back in and fix any damage they did after it's over. And I thought, yeah, buddy, that's a great idea. We could have people going for rides, people driving around the racetrack in their hot rods. Oh, that's just the coolest thing I could possibly think of. So anyway, there was that. And then more time passed. So anyway, I know this guy, and he's a dad, and he's a good dad, you know, and I've been watching him for a long time, and I have done figured out that he has his plate full. He's got this little girl who's got some extreme medical issues going on, and it's been going on for a long time. And I've been watching him, and I ain't never really said nothing. I just sort of been sitting back and watching him, thinking, boy, he's pretty awesome, because every time you see him, he just looks like a normal person. You just don't realize all that he's going through, you know. Well, a while back, things got worse for this little girl. And there's this other guy, his name's Patrick, and Patrick had a website, a Facebook page called WeHelpMegan, and he had about 82 people on there, and he came on and he says, you know, we ought to all just get together and just take over a lot of stuff that this guy's having to handle all by himself. We just ought to raise some money and go pick, you know, help him with getting his kids to the medical stuff and just do all kind of cool stuff to help them out. Well, almost overnight, within just a few days, the membership here went from like 82 people to 600 people. It's like, wow, you know, a lot of people got involved. People from all over the world got involved. They know about this family. They know about this little girl, and they want to do something to help. And I'm thinking to myself, man, that is cool. What could I do? And then I thought about this car show idea I had, you know, a while back, raising funds for somebody who could use them. And all this time, I've been telling people about this idea about this car show. I don't want to do it, but I want somebody else to do it. And I mentioned it to Patrick, and he said, heck yeah, we can do that. He said, I got 600 people involved in this. I'm sure somebody out there is interested in putting on this car show you're talking about. So he said, go ahead, throw the idea out there, see what people say. So guess what? I just made a video. I just told y'all about my idea, and I just told y'all about Megan. And if you go to Facebook, you just type in WeHelpMegan. This page is going to come up, and I think it's like a closed page. They just do that to keep people from writing nasty language on it and all that, but you can just join. And then once you join, you can follow the dialogue, all the people that's talking about ways to help out. And if you think it's a good idea, you know, just stay tuned. This maybe somebody's interested in help put this thing together. We might tie all the loose ends together and make a most interesting car show I can imagine ever happening in the whole universe. Wee doggies. Just imagine going to a car show, giving somebody $5, riding around in a genuine antique street rod or a hot rod or a rat rod or something like that. Oh, that'd be amazing. I can just see the young kids in their tuners competing with the old guys in their rat rods, see who can raise the most kind of money. And I can also see, you know, making a little donation, get to ride around the racetrack a few times, you know, get somebody to shoot a video of your car going sideways, slinging a little dirt. Oh, Lord have mercy, wouldn't that be fun? I sure do like the idea. I'm just a-thinking on it, and I'm just a-thinking on it. Anyway, maybe y'all think on it too, and who knows, it might happen. It could, you know, stranger things has happened in the universe before. I know this for a fact. All right, I'll shush now. See y'all. Well, somebody asked me to burn some rubber, so I've been out here in the front yard burning a little rubber. See all these black marks? They all mine. Y'all have a nice day.